Town by the Sea is a long essay by Amitav Ghosh about the impact of the deadly tsunami of 2004 on the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Amitav Ghosh is an Indian English writer, a trained anthropologist, novelist, ethnographer, and a Gyanpith Award winner. Most of his famous novels are set in places in and around the Bay of Bengal and the Indian Ocean. His fiction mostly deals with environmental issues and their impact on human lives caught in natural disasters. What exactly is a tsunami? Tsunami is a Japanese word. It is a series of giant waves caused by earthquakes or volcanic eruptions inside the ocean. The tsunami waves are usually not very high in the ocean deep, but they rise to greater and gigantic heights when they travel towards the land. They become higher as the depth of the ocean decreases, and these waves travel very fast and they are fearsome. The December 26, 2004 tsunami was terrifying in its reach, intensity, and impact. Nearly 230,000 people died on that fateful day and in the following days. Amitav Ghosh visited Andaman and Nicobar Islands a few days after the devastating tsunami in 2004. The Town by the Sea is an extract from his three-part essay on the impact of the tsunami on the Andaman and Nicobar Islands of the eastern coast of India. The essay begins by describing his arrival at the Car Nicobar airport and then his journey inland in a relief truck with the director of the Malaria Research Institute functioning there. Ghosh refers to him as the director throughout the essay. He is a middle-aged scientist and he joins the writer on his journey to the town of Malacca. The director is desperately searching for his family. The writer and the director witness the deadly damage caused by the tsunami. Ghosh writes that it is a case of selective destruction. He says that the tsunami had destroyed man-made structures and left the coconut trees and the beach area relatively untouched. The director makes futile inquiries about his missing wife and daughter at the relief camps set up by the ITBP. Both men walk inland and they come across a burning godown where LPG cylinders are intermittently and dangerously exploding. The director walks, unmindful of the dangers or the perils of the situation. He is desperately looking for his missing wife and daughter. Then they come across a man engaged in sifting through various things that he had collected from the debris of damaged and abandoned houses. Natural disasters often bring out the best and the worst in human beings. Ghosh describes the director's shock when he meets this man, one of the locals, who is sitting on the road and looking through the loot that he has collected from dead people and damaged houses. The director finds some of his things in the loot. He is deeply shaken by the greed and selfishness displayed by the man. Both of them continue their survey of the damage and destruction caused by the tsunami. While they are walking, the director finds some slides related to his epidemiological research. The director is relieved to see them and he picks it up. Then they come across a yellow paint box that had belonged to the director's daughter. The director does not pick it. The director does not take it with him. Ghosh is shocked. Ghosh had expected that the man would keep the paint box as a reminder of his missing daughter. He was shocked when the director walked away. His son had escaped death by clinging on to the rafters of a church. On his last visit to Malacca, in search of his missing family, somebody had handed over his missing daughter's bag to him. Material possessions were no longer important for him, and that is why probably he had ignored the yellow paint box. He wanted his family back. He wanted information about them. Seeing their things among the destroyed houses only added to his sense of loss. Ghosh describes the director's sense of guilt at having failed to spend enough time with his family during better times. The director talks to him about the lost opportunities and expresses his regret. His wife had given up her dreams to be with him, and he shares the pain of his loss with Ghosh. Ghosh is still wondering as to why the director had left behind his daughter's paint box and had kept his research slides. He puts himself in the director's place and thinks about how he would have acted in the same situation. The writer feels that the director treasured the slides because they were a part of his impersonal professional life. They were not touched by the sad and harsh memories of the deadly tsunami that had wrecked his life. The tsunami had destroyed life as he knew it. He sought solace and peace of mind in his work. People need something to hold on to when they are faced with irreparable loss and tragedy. Ghosh wonders about the director's reaction and response to the loss he had sustained. Work would provide his life with a purpose. He required a motive to go on living after losing his wife and daughter. Work would provide him with that purpose, with peace of mind, with the motivation to go on. Amitav Ghosh, The Town by the Sea, is a description of the havoc and devastation caused by the tsunami. It is an essay that depicts the trauma experienced by people like the director whose lives were shattered by the tsunami. Thank you.